Boruto Tubula Vortex Chapter 26 shows Shikamaru having a meeting with the elders, and they're talking to him about how he knew about the mission over in the Hidden Sand Village, where he got the information from, who's he telling it to, or all of these different things that are popping up. And most importantly, there's a new interrogator or somebody who's trying to get to the bottom of it, who's opening an investigation into the Hidden Leaf Village, especially the shinobis, and that's Lord Kobu. Now, currently, he's investigating or interrogating Konohamaru to see what he knows. Now, it's unclear whether or not if Chapter 27 is going to go over that or Lord Kobu is going to interrogate Konohamaru in the next chapter. We don't know, right? All I do know is after Konohamaru is done, Shikamaru is next. And what he says in this interrogation is going to be very important moving forward. And so I think that if Shikamaru really, if he really wants to, stay in the Hokage position, he needs to choose his words very carefully and come up with something that explains how Boruto escaped, how Shikamaru is having knowledge of certain things like the Hidden Sand Village, the Shinju, how he's able to come up with strategies, how he's able to do this, how he's able to do that, right? And without revealing Kashin Koji as a source, without revealing prescience, without any of these different things, he needs to come to a logical and a smart conclusion to basically tell them that this is how I came up with it, or this was the chance that I took on this information, yada, yada, yada. And so I feel like that interrogation is going to be really important. And at the same time, it's also going to be I imagine Kashin Koji might coach him through it, through mind transmission. It's unclear if it will or won't work, but it's interesting to think about. And in that moment, it's going to become clear whether that interrogation works or fails. It's going to raise suspicion for whoever else. If Shikamaru passes, right? If Shikamaru says the right things and he keeps the Hokage title, then that means somebody like Konohamaru is more under the magnifying glass, and people are going to assume that he's the traitor, he's the one leaking information, he's working with the enemy, things like that. So if it's a win for Shikamaru, it's a loss for Konohamaru. If Konohamaru gets away with it, then Shikamaru's under the magnifying glass, and then things might get dicey from there. And if he's constantly being interrogated or under investigation, then it's not as if he'll be able to communicate freely with Kashin Koji. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be really interesting moving forward how Shikamaru handles the investigation, the interrogation, how he deals with the elders, how he deals with Lord Kobu, how he keeps everything the way that it is, because the threat is coming. And so, I don't know, I hope they kind of give us that little bit of mystery, that kind of detective work or investigative material. I think that would be really interesting. It would also make Shikamaru really smart, intellectually wise, you know what I mean? Having to navigate or figure out or put different things together and whatnot. So I don't know. I'm genuinely interested to see how that plays out, if it even gets that far. Because imagine they take a week interrogating Konohamaru and then boom, surprise, the Shinju are here. You know what I mean? And it might be something like that, but you never know, right? But I'm interested to see how that plays out. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Shikamaru is going to have to go through that whole interrogation process? And do you think that he's going to have to come up with lie after lie after lie to get away with it? And if he does, is Konohamaru going to be held under the magnifying glass? Or is he going to be the main culprit, you know what I mean? The main suspect or whatnot? Or do you think that he's going to raise more suspicion about him, and then his stance is going to be shaky, but then the Shinju will pop up and things start spiraling out of control, and he has no choice but to take the reins and to lead everybody in the direction that's best, you know what I mean? Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah.